of maybe the
Selamat siang bagi peserta, para Bapak dan Ibu. Mohon maaf akan ada keterlambatan untuk seminar kali ini. Mohon dapat ditunggu sebentar. Terima kasih.
Hello? And das?
Hello, Mr. Klaus.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you. You can start your seminar now.
Yeah, I think I have a problem with my microphone.
Because you are using two devices, yeah. I think you need to mute your another device. So the sound. Yes. Oh no no no. I mean the other device. Not. So I saw you are using two devices, but not the. I will ask you to unmute. Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I still have the problem with the. Let me check if I can use a microphone.
Yeah.
Hello, can you hear me now? Hello?
Yeah, hello, Mr. Klaus. Yeah, we can hear you now, but it seems like you have a problem with the sound because you are using two devices to join the as a panelist. Maybe you can keep the other device silent so you can speak clearly.
Hello?
Hello.
Is it better now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Mr. Klaus.
Okay. I'm sorry for the technical problems I have. Hope we can manage. Today, my presentation is concerning the VIS Spectrophotometers with calibration certificate and Audit Trail software in compliance with the FDA 21 CFR Part 11 compliance.
Hello, Mr. Klaus.
Yes.
Yes, I saw you are using two devices. Is it correct?
Can you repeat, please?
Yeah, I saw you you are using two devices to connect to Zoom. Is it correct?
I didn't got what you said. Sorry.
Can you see my chat? You can read my chat in the chat box.
I only see ha ha ha. Okay.
So then the next question is to analyze the
Yeah, this is much better, Mr. Klaus.
Excuse me?
Yeah, this is better.
It's better now?
Yeah, it's better now. You can stop.
Okay. So we want to speak today about the VIS spectrophotometers with calibration certificate and Audit Trail software compliant with the FDA 21 CFR Part 11. All our products which we are manufacturing are coming with a calibration certificate which is in compliance with FDA 21 CFR Part 11. And that is basically and most important for all users are working in pharmaceutical research and development as well as in quality control. We have several products which we are manufacturing, and the product range which we offer are VIS spectrophotometers in UV and visible range. We are manufacturing liquid handling products like dispensers, burettes, and pipettes, as well as stirrers and mixers, especially a range of inductive magnetic stirrers without motor, and laboratory autoclaves. So these four product ranges which we offer are needed to determine parameters in pharmaceutical, chemical, and foodstuff analyzing markets. Today we want to speak about the VIS spectrophotometer range in combination with working and determination for pharmaceutical research development as well as quality control. I want to give you a short introduction of our spectrophotometer range. I want to show you the calibration guide which we developed to check the spectrophotometer quality range of the results which we are measuring. We will give you a short presentation of the Audit Trail software which we have developed. And finally, we have a summary and a Q&A to discuss your questions. What is a VIS spectrophotometer? The description is very simple and the technology is rather proven and existed for a long time. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Mr. Klaus, but still unclear because maybe your another device.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So this technology is rather old, and it's the principle of all UV-VIS spectrophotometers. The light, in case of a rainbow, it's the sunlight with an angle of 42 degrees, broken from a water drop, which is in technical wise a monochromator. We'll bend it with another angle of 42 degrees to the detector, which is in case of a rainbow our eye, which see the different colors. And these colors are the broken wavelengths of the light, which is hitting to the water drop and breaking with the angle of 42 degrees to our eye as a detector. We also have, besides the visible range, a UV range, which we can't see it with our eyes. So our eyes can only see the visible range. That is the technical background of all UV-VIS spectrophotometers, and it is a rather old technology. We have developed from this background of technology a range of UV-VIS spectrophotometers, starting from the 11S, 11D, 11UV, as well as 1861, which are double beams, and special version of Nano, which is detecting volumes from 0.2 to 2.5 microliter. The different models have different technical features, and these are according to the needs of the application, and can easy adapted to the need of the users, and identify then the application you need to measure results in laboratories. Especially our products are coming with a certificate, with a qualification certificate, and calibrated with DAX, which is the German body of accreditation, certified reference materials, which are NIST traceable. So you can be sure that the product is, when you unpack it and install it according to the specification which we give in our brochures and catalog. We also ship with the software, the Audit Trail Software, CFR 21 Part 11 compliance, as a trial version to detect all results which are sent from the instrument to the software, and track all the files which are stored on the computer all times. When you open the file and do some addings or some corrections, it will automatically create a second version and a third version and further on, to make sure that the original file will still existing after you have opened that. what you also get as an option is we add the calibration guide with the product, but as an option you can also buy a calibration set, as EMC set 100, to calibrate the photometric accuracy as well as the wavelength accuracy. And we have specially developed a set of filters which are recalibrate with liquid filters, but liquid filters have the disadvantage of transportation. If it's cold or hot, they will change the chemicals inside the cells. What we have developed is a set of glass filters, which are density filters and holmium oxide filters. For the wavelength accuracy, we use a holmium oxide filter to detect the photometric and wavelength accuracy. This is a very interesting tool to check the quality of the measuring result if you're working in a laboratory. As I mentioned before, with each instrument you get from us, you get a software. It's depending on the instrument and the specification of the instrument. There are different types of software available. More basic software, and also if you need advanced software, you can offer that. As a special offer, we do offer a pad, a Windows pad, with Windows 10 Home installed on the pad, which is a 10.1 inch display, with installed the Easy UV software as well as a USB dongle to connect the computer to the instrument. We have a stand for the pad to put this pad on the instrument, to place it on the instrument. And we have a USB hub to add 4 different ports for USB cables for connecting to a printer, to the instrument, and maybe mouse or whatever you want to add. As well as installed already the Audit Trail software as a test version. The test version is working for 5 hours and detecting and controlling one file set on the computer. The functions are, with the software, you can detect quantitative analysis, kinetics, you can do spectrum and wavelength scan, as well as multi-wavelength measurements. And a special version of a multi-wavelength measurement, we have DNA protein analysis program with 3 different programs where you can select which type of protein analysis you want to make. And for all the instruments, we supply a software. Basically, it's the basic software with some less features, but optionally, you can have for the starting instruments, for the single beam instruments, always a basic software, and you have, and with an option to purchase in addition the complete software. Coming back to the FDA regulations for CFR 21 Part 11 compliance, what does it mean? It means that all created results which are sent to a software should not be modified, or if modified, it must maintain the transmitted result from the instrument and track all modifications. And that is to make sure that the integrity of the product will be, of the result measured from the product, will be always secured. It makes sure that if you open the file and do some modifications, like you mistype the name of the sample, you must put a timestamp as well as the person created a second version of this to make sure that it is always trackable what's happened with the result file. What we do is that this software is working always together with the instrument, but you don't recognize this because once the software is installed to your computer, it is always running in the background. It tracks and records all files. You do a definition which file folder should be tracked, and then all the information, all the files which are stored in the file sector will be tracked. We always make the user a date and a timestamp for all files which are originally stored the first time, and all modifications after you did some modifications. It will monitor by admin selected directories and subdirectories. So it will be always checking what's happened, from which person, with which, of course, you can give some regulations, who can do what, and give some persons and some users the permission to do some changes and some additions. It is, as I mentioned before, always running in the background. It starts automatically when you start the computer, and it will always, the admin is allowed to do some change in the settings. So if you are not the admin of this computer, you are not able to change anything in the settings. So who use Audit Trail? The pharmaceutical development and production departments are, it's not an option, you must use this. In all audits, they are going to check whether you're working with CFR 21 Part 11 regulations to make sure that the modification of a result is trackable. Labs using PC software to capture measurements and results. Offices processing measurement data, and quality management system ISO 9001 GLP regulations. And that is how the software is looked. You see, there is a window which is open when you open the software. As I mentioned before, the software is always running in the background. It's connected, if it's connected to the PC, it's collecting all the data are stored in the specific file system, will create automatically a track file. And if you see here, I don't know whether you see my mouse when I'm moving. You see there are different marks. Here are example of a file system where we stored results, and we created in this file, for example, it's 11 EMC11 UV, a spectrophotometer, where we generated an original file and it was stored. And then we modified this by adding something, change the name of the sample, and it will automatically create a second file with a timestamp, a date and timestamp, and also who did the modification. And there was a second change, which is also marked here in this line. And you see also the data are sent from the instrument to the software. So that is always, so these are the original data when it was sent from the instrument to the software. If you delete a file or file system, then there will be this red cross to show that this file is deleted. It is deleted from the computer, but it's not deleted from the software. The software is always showing the results. You cannot do any modification with this, but it will be always visible that there was a file existing. So it is very important that you understand that this system is working always in the background, and it will be track all the file selected in the directories and subdirectories always, and each time you open the file and do some modification, it will automatically generate another version out of this. The tracking is done automatically. You don't have to do anything from user. Actually, this screen will be only open from auditors or the boss of the laboratory to check what was happened with the result and with the file system. It is not that you are going to use it as a routine laboratory when you generate results. Changes, deleting, and modification create a new version with a timestamp. This is what I mentioned before, that instead, for example, if you mistype the name of the sample, you can modify this and can store this. It will be generating a second version of this and will store this. And it will be marked with the timestamp showing that this file was changed. You can search and see the file status at all the time which are recorded during the use of the software. Here is once again a view of the screen, because as I showed before, it will be showing the files under tracking, the file system. It will be showing the deleted file, if you have. It will show the file name, the date, and the last input with the date and the time. And you can add for each open files or modified files a comment. This is in some quality management system a request that if you do some changes, you have to put the comment to the modification why you have done this. So the summary of the FDA CFR 21 Part 11 compliance software which we offer is that for all products which we are manufacturing for the VIS spectrophotometers, we can offer this product to show all the results are trackable and can be proved that it will be in compliance with CFR 21 Part 11 regulations. We offer a wide range of EMCLAB instruments products like VIS spectrophotometers, liquid handling, stirrers, and autoclaves. We offer for each product, for each spectrophotometer, calibration guide, and optionally we have an EMC pad where we installed already the software for the instrument, and we offer a trial version of the Audit Trail software according to CFR 21 Part 11 compliant, which of course can be updated with the final version. On our website, which I want to recommend to visit, are with www.emc-lab.de, you will find the complete range of our products. All catalogs are as PDF files you can download, and some additional information about the products and the editions which we can offer. These are the catalogs which you can download from our website. And I want to say thank you very much for your attention, even with the technical problems which we have had in the beginning. But I hope to get some questions from you, and I hope that I can answer this. So thank you very much so far for your attention, and I would be happy to answer your question. Hello?